Are you one of those people who just love to list out what's wrong with somebody and you mentally make a list of everything that they've done wrong or what they could do better, especially if it's a loved one? And you don't say anything about it? Well, listen up because I'm going to be talking about it. Hi, my name is Patty, and I'm here to help you find those unconscious, unloving parts of you and transmute, change them into more loving, conscious parts of you so we can have a more loving world. So today I'm going to be talking about how this book talks about it being emotional abuse when we start listing out how people can change. Yeah. And so using what we talked about yesterday, which was how we project onto other people, what we think of other people is what we really think about ourselves. This is one of those things. So I want to tell you this little thing about me is that I have this huge neural pathway, massive, that I've had for decades. And I'm going to share a little bit about my past to explain to you how it shows up in my present and how much work it takes. So I have this neural pathway that is about this big. And you can run a Mack truck through this neural pathway of what's right and wrong. Run that Mack truck and it will disappear in it because it's just so huge. And it's been a lifetime battle for me. So when I was little, as I was growing up, I was severely abused in ways that I won't even talk about here. But what I did was mentally say, this is wrong. Somebody needs to make it right. Somebody has to make it right. And nobody did. And so whenever I see today somebody's wrong, whatever that might be, it's just so unloving because who am I? But that is a vestige from the past. It's a leftover from the past. And then what I will do, or what I used to do, is make sure that I correct you. And then what and tell you what the right thing is. And God, I'm not the only one who does it, and it is so unpleasant. But here's the tricky thing. This reading talks about how we do it mentally, but we don't address it to that person. I kind of do both, or I used to do both. And it's a big thing to overcome because to move from this one big pathway and create a new neural pathway takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of practice, a lot of commitment and dedication. So this is what I'll do. You know, somebody will say something in a group chat and I'm going to have to correct them. It's a compulsion. It's so unloving. And when it's done to me, I don't like it. And when I do it to somebody else, they don't like it. So I'm stopping that. However, I'm going to read this reading to you to talk about how it shows up in other ways. From the Courage to Change, December 2nd. I can easily itemize my loved one's limitations. Hours pass while I list the ways in which he or she could stand to change. But not one thing has ever improved as a result of this mental criticism. All it does is keep my mind on someone other than me. Instead of admitting that I don't have control over someone else's choices and attitudes, I flirt with the illusions of power. In the end, I'm a little more bitter, more hopeless, and more frustrated. And nothing about my situation or the other person has changed while I sit there. What would happen if I just took my list of criticism and applied it gently to myself? I may complain about my loved one's verbal abuse. After all, I don't speak to him that way. But at that level of thought, I am just as abusive. The same attitude exists in both of us. We just manifest it differently. And we can let it begin with me. And when I identify something I dislike in another, I can look for similar traits within myself and begin to change them. By changing myself, I can truly change the world. And that's what my channel is all about. And I refuse I refuse to be this bitter, frustrated, angry, complaining old lady. I don't want to live my life that way, and people don't want to be around me when I'm that way. And I love being around people, and I love looking at their good things. And then in the quiet recesses of my mind, I will sit there and gently say, if only they did this, if only they did that. And then it'll show up on my face. My work, and I hope it's your work, is to accept everybody and everything as they are without having to change them. It's not my job. My job is to accept people as they are and communicate what I need, what I like, what I dislike, but after only I accept it instead of reacting in bitterness and rage and anger. You know, I just keep seeing this woman in my mind. The last things that she has said to me, the last things she has shown to me, her bitterness, her anger, her disgust, her disdain, and I am that too. And I don't want to be that person anymore, especially during the holiday season. I want to share the love. I want you to share it too. And share this with somebody who you think could benefit from it, because, you know, there's somebody who can. And like and subscribe to my channel. I just love having you here with me. This is my 201st video, and I've been doing it every day for 201 days. So what spiritual practice can you do just for today only? I love you.